What's up, guys? How's it going? So there's a little problem here, just a little teensy-weensy problem, and let me explain this before we get it started. And that's the big problem. When I was editing this video, I realized there's no audio of me talking over it because apparently when I was talking during the whole thing, when I was recording, my Astro headset were on mute. I thought, my bar was actually moving when I was talking, but it wasn't. I guess not, because I found out when I plugged in the audio into my Sony Vegas, the thing, the file, the project, the audio wasn't there. So what makes a difference now is that I'm gonna reenact or talk over the segments and stuff. It's basically like watching a SmackDown episode instead of Raw because it's not live, but it's me basically talking over what's already happened. Now during the match, I don't know if I want to do the commentary or not, but try to enjoy the video. I just want to be fair with you guys, so I'm gonna give you guys a heads up what's happening or what has happened. It sucks so bad, but it is what it is. So enjoy the video. Please give me a like on this video if you guys can. I'm gonna try my best to do whatever I can do to entertain, and that's it. Okay, so we are in Oakland, California, and hey, Rock has entered the ring. But what's this? It looks like some sort of party with balloons and even a cake. Man, I'm excited. HBK, get your butt out here, son. We need to bond better as a team. Oh, what you want to do, have sex with me now? Actually, that's the reason I prepared this little party. The Rock looks mad. I'm even going to honor you by having them play your own theme song. And if you come to this ring with me here tonight, then we'll be only one step closer to the titles. Yeah, right. Well, maybe. Music, please. Sure. Think I'm cute. I know I'm sexy. I've got the looks. What's this? Happy birthday. Do not enter the ring. Enter the ring. I went with enter the ring. So, yeah, that's my choice. I'm just a sexy boy. Sexy boy. Not your boy toy. Here comes HBK, Shawn Michaels. He'll never, ever learn. But hey, yes, but I wouldn't go so far as to say, they're good friends now. Now that's a great attitude to have. I'm happy that this little party did the trick. Here, have some birthday cake. You like cake, don't you? I like poontang pie. Now, it really seems like Rock is trying to butter up HBK. Butter up HBK. I wonder if it, really is HBK's birthday. I don't know about you, but it's my birthday. Well, he seems happy at least. I don't see the smile on his face. What are you talking about? Here, let me cut a piece for you. Hold out your plate. Today's not my birthday. Why don't you shove that cake right up your ass? Question mark. I went with today's not my birthday thing. Ouch! That had to hurt. I think he is going to snap. He might just. But wait, what's this music? It's Triple H's music. Corporate Triple H. It's Triple H. What is he doing here? That does not look like Triple H. Tell me, seriously. I don't know how to say this, but don't you two have any taste whatsoever? I can care less if you two break up or stick together, but just don't do it out here. It's disgusting. I mean, go get a room together or something. That's just plain homo. Listen to you two. Oh, Rock, I love you so much. Oh, I think he's trying to imitate. And you, HBK, you're just too sexy, aren't you? He probably is. That's what Triple H thinks. Settle this in a TLC match. Settle this in a cage match. I went with a TLC choice because that's just pretty awesome. Besides, TLC is easier than cage, I believe. It seems HBK is going to respond to this altercation the best way he knows how. and that would be, I don't know what I went with. We'll see. Look at that THQ logo. What a cheap plug. Well, you certainly can't forgive talk like that, but I wonder if it actually hit a little too close to home. Yeah, right. All the same, it promises to be an exciting match, that's for sure. Okay, so now, I think I went ahead. Yeah, I know for sure I did this. Let's talk to Trish Stratus, and this actually is pretty awesome. This is kind of off storyline, but I don't know, whatever. Hey, do you have a second? Baby, I got minutes. I want to ask your advice. Am I a hoe? I'm having problems with jazz. Well, it seems like I'm dealing with a delusional psychopath who's apparently obsessed with my sex life. That's bad. That sounds like a real life problem. You know, she's spreading rumors about me sleeping my way to the top. That's actually what Kelly did, if I'm not mistaken. Well, kinda sorta. What do you want, jerk? Jericho always freaking interfering every freaking person. Hit the bricks, Junior. That's exactly the way, you know, Jericho would say. Don't be so cruel, Trish, because I know what you really want. You want this sexy body. Okay. I just came here to have a little chat. Yeah, I believed you too, Trish. I mean, any woman who would crawl around her knees and bark like a little dog for Vince McMahon, woof woof woof, would never sleep her way to the top, would she? As far as those stories Jazz has been telling about you, Trish, they've been true so far. Hell, you slept with my brother. I think they're true. What are you saying? Come on, I see how you look at me. My crotch is so big, you can cut the sexual tension between us with a knife. I'm always available to give you a healthy dose of vitamin C. Now that's nasty. That is not PG. That's something that, you know, Vince McMahon would probably, you know, go crazy if he sees this. He would go ape crap. You know, Jericho, all this talk about vitamin C, and there goes Trish Stratus being nasty again. It actually sounds very nutritious. I'm sorry, that's just nasty, especially if it's freshly squeezed. I'm done. This is freaking TV-14 crap. And after watching you on the pay-per-view, I gotta tell you something. Instead of vitamin C, maybe it should be vitamin L, as in loser. That's a good one, Trish. I mean, that's really funny. Who knew you were such a comedian? That's really good. But you know what? What's even better than that? What's even funnier? Your freaking boobs. Me looking at your motionless unconsciousness, bruised body lying around in the center of the ring. What? You're still here? Of course I'm still here. I gotta listen to you guys talk about sex and stuff. Get the hell out of here. Okay, so there's that. After that, you know, whatever segment took place backstage, I was assigned to a matchup with Ric Flair, and basically I lost the commentary part, so I'm just gonna talk about the real life stuff, or should I say the current event, you know, WWE SummerSlam and stuff. I never ever got a chance to talk about SummerSlam, except when I made my Raw review, and somebody's sending me messages on Facebook. I'm just gonna, ignore that. Anyways, SummerSlam pay-per-view, you guys. I just realized I was driving back home from work, and I thought about it. I was like, you know, SummerSlam was such a top-notch pay-per-view. It's so sad. I'm gonna say this right now. Like, you know, WrestleMania is probably like it's the biggest event in the year. We all know that. You know, it's all about the event and stuff, like how famous it is and everything. Even though on the match card and stuff, you know, they only have maybe 2 to 3 decent matches at the most, and you know, we have all these, you know, events here and there like the other small pay-per-views, and they'll put out like really good matches, but at WrestleMania they always, you know, they're always about entertainment more than freaking just the matches itself. I mean, for instance, I mean, they had WrestleMania 29 On that card, I mean, can you guys tell me what great matches they had? Honestly, like Triple H and Brock Lesnar, it was just a brawl match. It wasn't a great match. CM Punk Undertaker was a really awesome matchup in my opinion. What do you think about, John Cena and The Rock? That was another whatever. It wasn't like a technical wrestling matchup. It was all about the hype up, The Rock and John Cena, all gathering about money and stuff. You take John Cena and Daniel Bryan, hands down, they put a freaking awesome matchup, man. I mean, the crowd was so in it. I mean, everybody was in the freaking matchup. SummerSlam was freaking ridiculous. It was probably the best pay-per-view I've seen in such a long time. Back to back to back, they put out 3 good pay-per-views. Money in the Bank. What was before Money in the Bank? It was Payback. Was it Payback? Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it was Payback. Payback, Money in the Bank. And of course SummerSlam. SummerSlam, man, it took off the charts. The thing is, like SummerSlam, we never get to see anything crazy on pay-per-view. Just like back in the day, they all used to have something to do with the storyline and the wrestling matchup. But now these days, the only thing we get to see is, wrestling matches. We don't get to see something involving, a change in event that happened at SummerSlam. Triple H and what Randy Orton did, that's something that you don't get to see freaking every day. So in my opinion, what happened at SummerSlam will go down in the history as one of the biggest freaking shindigs ever. Screwing Daniel Bryan out of, WWE Championship. How long did he stay champion for? Like maybe 2 minutes at the most. It had everybody going, thinking the fact that Daniel Bryan is the winner and he's gonna stay champion for a long time. But no, after the celebration, here comes out freaking Randy Orton. They even did the pyro, the confetti and everything at Staples Center. It looked freaking amazing. Nobody ever thought Randy was gonna come out after they did that. But no, here comes out Randy Orton and stole the championship. It's sad. The thing is, I support Daniel Bryan hands down. He's probably one of the greatest wrestlers in the WWE at the very moment, alongside with CM Punk and a few others here and there. I really want him to have a good championship run. No doubt about it. If he doesn't have one, I'll be really depressed. Well, I won't be depressed, but you guys know what I'm trying to say. He deserves a championship spot. One thing you can say that he's in the main storyline still. They didn't take him out. What I think, they're really doing this for the good cause. He's the biggest face of the company. Well, one of the biggest face of the company at the very moment. And we have the ultimate heel, which is Randy Orton, and I'm hoping that Randy is still good at what he does, which is being heel. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, Randy Orton, he has done a tremendous job at being heel, because that's what he does. I'm sorry for the kids who didn't get to watch Randy Orton, but yeah, kids, time is over. He's not freaking Viper anymore. He still is a Viper, but he's freaking amazing at being heel. And alongside with Triple H and Stephanie McMahon and Vince McMahon, I think it's going to be really awesome to see Randy Orton as being heel. I want to see authority figure helping out Daniel Bryan. And no, Linda McMahon is not going to come out and help out Daniel Bryan. Not even Shane McMahon. So don't worry. In my opinion, they should bring back Shawn Michaels to the scene. He don't have to wrestle. All he got to do is be authority figure, just like back in the day what he did around 2000 year. He was a commissioner, and even year 99, 98, I think. He was really awesome at what he did. He had huge pops and everything. People loved Shawn Michaels' role as the authority figure, because he was always causing problems between Vince McMahon and everything, because he was part of the corporation and he was dealing with making heel matches and taking heel sides You know, supporting guys like Undertaker from the Ministry of Darkness, then The Rock, then Triple H or something like that. But yeah, it was pretty awesome. I mean, they could do something like that since, you know, Shawn Michaels trained Daniel Bryan anyways. I would love to see him. Post comments, let me know what you guys think. And I think right here I did attack. Yeah. And that's pretty much it. I have a freaking headache now. I've been talking all day long. I've been talking on the phone all day long to different people doing paperwork and stuff. It's crazy. I've had a pretty long day. And with that said, I'm hoping you guys like this video. I had to do double work on this video, you guys. I lost the commentary audio, and I had to do re-talking over this video. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.